Sweet. Okay. Yeah, my computer issue is fun. Okay. So, passport. I'm going to start, for those who aren't familiar with passport to leadership or passport to civic leadership, it is kind of like a step program. There's 10 degrees total, and it starts off really easy with like attend a chapter project, um, recite the mission and vision statement and or creed to your chapter president, just kind of familiarize yourself, and then goes up to levels such as serve in a state role, etc. And there's it's all spelled out in this degree program. And then at the end, once you've accomplished all 10 degrees, you're considered a 10th degree JC, and you get honored at national conference, and you get like a special pin, and that is in our first timers at JCI Michigan conferences. For those who have been a part of the first timers program, usually there's a question of like have a conversation with a 10th degree JC, or talk to like, that's kind of like one of the steps, similar to like have a conversation with a senator or a state board member or something like that. So I will now screen share how we enroll people. So first off, can everyone see my screen? Okay, This is JCI USA's way of tracking this. So this is a Google form that they have, and you can always email passport@jciusa.org for any more information on this. But this it's your standard Google form, and it's got all of the degrees listed here, so then you can just check them off. So the only downside of doing it this way is once you submit, okay, it does say a copy of your responses will be emailed to the address you provided. That had not always been there, so they do keep track of what you have submitted. That is a newer version. So because traditionally they had not done that. So when they first, so JC Passport used to exist in JC Member, which was our old membership database. And it was really cool because it was all built in. So each member would log into their JC Member, and then they could look at like their chapter roster. They could also check off all their degree stuff. And then it would notify the president, who would then go in and approve their degree points, because it has to be approved by your chapter president. Because otherwise you can get people going in and saying, hey, I did this, click, 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 and then, but they never actually did any work. However, when we switched from JC Member to GlueUp, we lost that built-in passport. So then JCI USA last year kind of did this Google Drive thing. It wasn't that solidified yet, though, as from the programming side. So, or the program manager for that. So then last year, what our membership VP did was she created this. Okay, it went away. Why did you? Okay, it's just loading because my computer is slow. She created this Google Drive that basically would keep track of everybody's degrees. So if somebody had emailed the membership VP, you would get a copy of this Google Drive. And this is between both the membership VP and the individual member. Last year, we did not have that many people actually enroll in GlueUp or in Passport. So it was kind of easy to keep track of. This year, though, I'm hoping that more people will enroll in this program. And I will still send these out just to be safe, so that we can continually, and this way, like, you can look at it for years to come, because that was the other good thing about the JC member system was, like, because it's an ongoing thing, you're not gonna get from degree 1 to degree 10 in a year. So, but if you have access to this Google Drive, then you can kind of keep track of your own records. And then this way too, the state can see it, because we used to give out certificates for each degree that you achieved. So at like the fall conference, say, okay, DeMarcus, you achieved your 3rd degree. So we would give you a 3rd degree certificate, and we would recognize those people at state conference. And that is something I would like to get back to if possible. So this is a way for somebody from the state level to have eyes on what everybody's progress is. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than with JC member, but we'll have to make it work. So
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry. So for this, so you have to do all 5 of these to get the 1st degree, or do you just have to do one of them?
You do all 5 of them.
Okay. And then so for like this one, the last one, say for then reciting the JC mission and vision statement and or creed, is that like you're supposed to have memorized it and then can read it, or is it like, could you just like read off your phone, or?
That's up to like each chapter how they want to do it. So
Okay.
you know, it's kind of up to like leeway. Like some chapters might be more strict with it. Some chapters might be like, we empower young people to create positive change. Good, you got it. Cool, let's go. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be a huge to do.
Okay.
It's kind of up for interpretation too. Like attend a new member orientation and assess how you can utilize the JCs to help achieve your personal and professional goals. Some chapters do big group new member orientations. Some chapters do one-on-ones. And so like you can just have a conversation with another member and ask them like, okay, so what is this? What did I just sign up for? And then they can kind of do a one-on-one new member orientation with you, and that would count. If you go up further in the degrees, it's kind of vague a little bit, like learn about the national and JCI trainings, programs, and initiatives such as TOYA, PMGs, the professional skills competitions, etc. Share what you learned with your president and or chapter. You can do that. However, you could attend a training like the one that Doug hosted about like the PMG. You could go to a national conference and go to the 10 Outstanding Young Americans banquet. You could like, it's a wide scope of how you learn about it type thing. Did not mean to highlight, go away. And then basically I just put in like, if you don't have to get specific with the date, you can do like June 2023 and then approved by, and that would usually be like your chapter president. But also if like if your district director was there, but your chapter president wasn't there, that counts. If another like state officer, any like even probably you could, if your it's up to the chapters again. If like a past president is there having a conversation with you, they could just let you know. But these Google Drives I will share with the individual member to keep track of, and then also their chapter president to then approve.
And is it only approved by the chapter president?
That's traditionally how it's been. Again, like I'll keep an eye on it too. And then I can also share these with district directors.
Okay.
If the chapters want to, some kind of do things on their own, some always do stuff with districts. So yeah, it's very lenient. And this is just for the state tracking, and this is mainly so you have a concrete place to keep track of your own.
Okay.
I mean, the state will look at it and we'll do certificates or something. But the main one to like actually submit would be this Google form, and this asks for your chapter, your chapter president email, or use the
Okay.
chapter email. So somebody who has access to the chapter email would be able to approve it.
And you're only submitting this Google form once you've done all 10 steps, right?
No, nope, you can
Oh.
submit it, you can submit it throughout, because it says that it keeps track of your
Oh, okay.
responses. However, I don't know how, like, I'm a little bit iffy about that. I also have never, I didn't know that they had added that.
Okay.
I had already created this template thing. I literally copied and pasted last year's and updated,
Okay.
because there were some language changes. And like some other updates, like in, was it second degree that had JVC? Yeah, so instead of, so they updated the website for like the international level JCI to jvc.jci.cc. And so that like you can get to like the documents library and stuff that's available for the national level and international levels too. That's all on that website. That is something that got updated very recently, so I just changed the language. This all, go ahead.
Sorry, just so like for example, like just last month, I think in May, we did like a new member orientation, and like before that, we hadn't done one in like a year. So could I like use that one?
Yeah.
Like date it backwards for like a month?
Oh, yeah. So you
Okay.
can always, you don't have to go in order of the degrees. You
Okay.
just can't, you can't earn your, say your 5th degree. Say you've completed all of this stuff, you've chaired a project, you visited another chapter, you've been to a state conference or meeting, and you've attended the JCI Global Leadership Masterclass, and you led a training, but you didn't enter a competition or skill building opportunity in Michigan of your choice yet. So you can't earn your 5th degree until you have completed all of the tasks on your 3rd. Sorry. But once you do, once you click off that little box, then you can earn all the degrees past that.
So you can
So-
like go through and like do different like sections of the degrees as
Yep.
you're doing it. Okay. You don't have to do it like 1st degree, all of those.
No,
and then,
you don't have to follow an order. I know some, it definitely varies per chapter and per member how fast you get thrown into chairing a project and leading a training and all that kind of stuff. And like I was, for example, I chaired a project years before I entered a competition. And it's just kind of like how fast you, and some people go really fast in some areas and then not so fast in other areas. So like, then once you get up higher, I'll show you kind of some of the higher degree items. Like help a member become more involved in the chapter. That one's kind of easy. And then the next one is chair a committee that follows the action framework to meet with your community leaders, identify a community need, and identify a solution your chapter will undertake, and then write a PMG and submit to your president. So that's a big one. Yes, Doug?
So these look, at least to me, these look a little bit different than what was originally on JC Member. Have some of the degrees been updated?
Yes, they have been updated. So for instance, the first one used to be recite the creed.
Mm-hmm.
And then now it says mission and vision statement or creed. They have been, this one used to be the active citizen framework, and now it's
Right, yeah.
action framework. There's
Okay.
been some Also, the degree program has changed drastically throughout its course. Not sure when it actually started in as like the passport or degree program in JCs, but it used to be like it was a precursor to this was the Spark Plug program. And then, so for instance, when my dad has a 10th degree as well, and when he was getting a degree, it was, or when he was going through it, every other degree had recruit one member. Now there's only one degree in the entire program that has recruit one member. So it used to be, I think it was the even numbers that you had to recruit a member for every even degree. So it has changed a lot over the years, and then they've just updated it within the past couple years. And you can also like, so the 7th that I just had pulled up. Yeah, attend a national meeting. Like if you attend NAA, that would count too. If you attend versus like, because I always saw that as like, oh, you have to go to a national conference, but I went to NAA and that counted. Or if you attended like another national program like that, like this
What's NIA?
North American Academy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, you hear that, DeMarcus?
Yep, so you guys will be able to click something off on your 7th degree this fall, so. And then, oh, what did I do? Go back. So there's also, this QR code will take you to that Google form. And then if you know what your old, for people who had degree program or had passport degrees checked off already, when you go in, just select it, because if you've earned it once, it still counts. The only hard thing is I don't think you can get into JC member anymore to see what your status was.
Yeah, no, I just tried.
Yeah, because you used to be able to, and I saved when I was chapter president, they were telling us to back up everything that we had in JC member. So I did that and I saved everybody where everybody was at. I don't know if every chapter did that or if the person, or if like their chapter president is still even involved with the chapter a couple years later now. So that would be something to check into if possible, in case somebody backed it up. But also just by now, like you should know if you've chaired a project, you should know if you've served as a state officer, that kind of thing. And then this page has more, yeah, just like basic intro stuff. Then there's not that QR code again. And then here is just a list of resources for everybody. So it's got that new JVC website. It has the action framework and then templates for PMGs and all these masterclass stuff. So this is all available to you in the membership handbook that is in jcimichigan.org member resources. So you'll have to log into your jcimichigan.org account, and then it'll open up like a document library, and the membership handbook will be in there. And then there's also this, which is just a printout version of all the degrees. So if you're like me and like to have paper versions of stuff just because it's easier to keep track of, this is also available to you. And
Can you send, is there a link to it at all, or do you have to go through like the JCI USA and then?
you have to go through the member resources because you have to log in.
Okay.
I
Can you pull that up and like kind of show us what it looks like?
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever been to that. It doesn't sound familiar at all.
let me. Maybe. Maybe it will. Maybe I have to close out of something. Page unresponsive. I don't want to exit the whole page. Go away. I was worried about this. If I have too many, what's it gonna do if I exit the whole page? Oh, it'll
I
just
think you
exit out of that
can-
new tab. There
I
you
think
go.
you can exit one of the Zoom pages too. I don't know if you need, I don't think you need my meetings or post attendee. I don't think you need either of those. Oh no, we just broke your computer.
It's fine. Listen, do you know how many times I've broken computers today? This is my new talent. Okay. Keep that up just in case. I don't need the passport progress. You guys get how that works. Also, my computer is older than dirt. Slash has like little to no memory.
I
That
know
would
how
be,
that goes. When the pandemic hit and we found out that we were going to be working from home, I was like, all right, I think I need to get a new computer, otherwise this isn't going to work.
Yeah, I'm really lucky that I don't have to depend on my computer for my work.
Yeah.
I depend on their computers, and then IT is a phone call away when I do something stupid like go through 4 mouses in one day.
Oh no.
That was a really fun day today. Well, I can show you what the membership handbook looks like. Not on JCI Michigan, but that's not really helpful to help you get to that spot.
that's okay. So I don't know if I've like registered with like the JCI Michigan website. Am I just putting in like my glue up username and password?
I have to just like create my own like login
Yeah, I think you
information.
just create your own.
Oh, you have to create an account. Okay.
Yeah,
How does it know that then how does it link that it knows that you're a member then? Is it linked to?
I'm
Glue Up?
assuming nobody who's not a member would be trying to create an account. I don't know how they would know.
That's a good point.
Like, you know what sounds really fun? Creating this account on this website, but I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'll just show you how it actually looks.
Okay.
Search bar thingy out the way.
If you want, I can share my screen.
Oh, how do I do that? New share. Multiple participants can share. Can I stop share?
Yeah.
There we go. How do I give you the permission to share?
I
Doug
just
is ready
take
as a person. Great. You did it. You know more
You
about
got
this stuff than I do.
All right. Are you able to see it okay?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So were you talking about logging into the JCI Michigan
Yes.
page? Okay. So apparently I have before, at least it thinks I have. But when I do that, it doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh,
So,
weird.
I don't
Okay.
know.
What if you hit the member resources drop down?
Oh, okay, I can do that.
What happens there? Not what we need. Okay.
That's what it looked like last time when I was
Ooh.
doing the what do you call it, the PMG training.
What happens when it has your name up at the top? This says how.
Oh, hey, I am logged in. Look at that. Okay, cool. So what is it that you want to see?
So if you go, how do you get, maybe if you click in the upper left where it says JCI Michigan, what happens up there?
It just reloads to the home screen.
Okay,
What are you trying to find?
there's a document library somewhere.
Oh, I think you have to go to, the only document library that I am aware of.
There's
I-
the JCI one, but then there's one
Yeah.
within maybe the
I
about
think you
JCI
have to go
Michigan.
to submissions is where I think it was before. And then there was information channel. Okay, single one. Download the current submission template. PMG. Okay, so there's some documents there. Then recognition program.
Oh, maybe there.
No. Oh, document library.
Oh, now it's loading. Okay, there you
There
go.
we go. Sweet.
So then handbook.
I had no idea this existed, so this is good to know.
SP written resume template, project management
Then-
template, and membership handbook.
Yep, click on the membership handbook.
Okay. Oh, I guess you have to have pop-up blocker off. All right. Good to know. There we go.
Glad we have a computer person on. Here we go. And this is the membership handbook that was my baby for many months. So then, yeah, it's just got a bunch of everything. And then eventually you'll get to a passport section. I don't know how far down it is. It's probably up higher. It's probably an activation. There you go, right there.
Achieved. Okay, there, yeah.
So then, yeah, so this has kind of like a step-by-step thing already. And then if you click all those appendixes, or appendices, I guess is the technical plural. There you go, click that.
Hey, look at that. Cool.
And then it pulls up all of those documents.
That's neat.
So, and there's a bunch of
Oh,
other
okay.
membership information within that.
Oh, and here's the stuff that you were showing us.
Yep.
Look at that.
Can you, I'm sorry, I was just registering. Can you go back to the JCI Michigan login and show me where you found the document library? Because I am trying and I can't find it.
Go to member resources and then document library.
That doesn't, it's not showing up on mine. That doesn't exist on mine.
Did you,
Try refreshing because that's what I had to do.
Okay, I just refreshed.
And then once I did that,
Okay, yeah,
then
now
it's
it
there.
appears.
I think, wait.
Okay.
Oh, weird. Now it goes away. Oh, you can't get to it from the home screen. That's weird. I didn't know that. You have to actually click on member resources and then it should
oh,
work
I'm
like
glad
that.
we're going through this
Well,
because it just doesn't exist. until
That's
you
a
know what's
bug.
also great is this training is gonna be in that training library drop down.
all right. Well, we figured out something new. That's good.
Like, it's gonna be really fun for the people who watch this training and just had to figure out how to get there. to get there.
But I have that tab open for like the past week because I was like afraid to click off of it because I got to it by accident.
Go to the home page. You can't get to it. But then if you click on a link, then it appears. That is so strange. Huh. All right. Well, I'm not a website designer, so you know, whatever.
Hey, you're doing better than me. Okay.
Thanks,
So
Doug.
yeah. That's how you find all the helpful stuff. Does anybody have any other questions about Passport?
So you said you're sending
oh,
that out to the chapter presidents?
Yes. Well, so I'll go back to my share screen. So what I did as sort of, because not everybody wants to participate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll search in my drive. So as part of my like Fun in the Sun incentive
Mm-hmm.
thing for membership, I'll pick on Livonia because you're right here. I can close out of that tab. That's not gonna do anything forever. And if this one, no, why? Come on. Computer, I'm really done with this. Basically, until my computer fails us all. I don't need that anymore. Oh, okay, we're just. Basically, I have a similar Google Drive with each chapter that I have shared with chapter president and like if they had a chapter email. And that is there's a third section within that Google Drive for like who wants to enroll in Passport. So then the chapter presidents can just put their name and then I can go into Glue Up and find your email. And then I'll be able to copy that template that I had and then be able to send it to you and either chapter email or chapter president. So that's basically how I'm gonna have people enroll. I'll see if another one will open.
Okay, so I should let my chapter president know
Yeah.
that I'm interested in enrolling. Okay, and then she'll kind of go from there.
Yep. Or like, since you attended this meeting, I can just send you guys all ones. Yeah, it's not gonna work because it doesn't like it when I try to do too much when I'm on Zoom. Also probably because I'm recording. That could be another thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let your chapter president know or let me know personally. You can always email membership@jcimichigan.org and just say, hey, I want to enroll. And then I will get the Google Drive to you. And then also I'll put in a link in the Google Drives with the like on that main page of the passport tracking or passport progress, put on the main page like a link to the JCI Michigan or JCI USA Google form that you submit for nationals. So then it's all in one place once you have it. So then you don't have to go into the 50 million steps on the JCI Michigan website to then get to the membership handbook, to then get to those documents. So I'll have links in the like main thing of the Google Drive that everybody gets. And then, yeah, I'm not, so for the Fun in the Sun part of it, this is a chapter incentive. So each chapter gets 1 point per member who enrolls in Passport, just to kind of get Passport going. Also, Passport is a really good way, just in general, to kind of like keep track of your progress, but also like keep setting goals for yourself. So then you're not just like, okay, I attended a project. Like I show up and I attend these projects and that's all I really want. It's kind of a way to like, so it's not just you're stuck in your own chapter and you don't know what's potential out there. It kind of forces that in your face of, okay, I have to learn about this national program. Wait, there's a national organization? Hold on, how big is this? And then you kind of learn more. And so it's just a way of getting members more activated. So, and there's actually Passport tasks that involve sharing the Passport program with newer members, doing a presentation to your chapter about Passport. You can always show them this, which is going to be kind of hilarious once we get to all the computer issues. Here, I can actually stop sharing because I don't have anything to share. But So kind of like keeping it going and keeping people excited about being a part of JCI is kind of why it was created. And then also like it gets individual members taking ownership of sharing projects, coming up with new projects, kind of implementing those things, and really getting the most out of their membership.
And yeah, Demarcus, I think that'd be good to like incorporate into your next new member orientation that you're doing in July, talking about Passport. And then if you want to, like at the next GMM, we could like ask Sarah if we could have like 5 minutes to talk more about Passport to our chapter.
Yeah, like it actually normally is in the new member orientation, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I didn't know that. Did
They
you go over
usually-
that?
Yeah, usually they are in, but
Oh, okay.
again, it's been a rocky couple years with Passport, with it disappearing and then nobody really knowing what was going on at the national level, because national level is ultimately who gives out the 10th degree. And then state level, we're just kind of like, well, we don't really know what they're going to do, so we're just going to kind of do our own thing to maintain it as best we can. And then now that we have it all solidified with nationals, then the state can like work with that to get it to the chapters. But it used to be a part of everything, like you would log in to pay your dues and Passport was right in your face.
That's awesome. Yeah, that would be really great to have back. I wish I would have known about it like sooner, like when
Yeah.
I first became a member, because I would definitely have enrolled. And now I'll go back and like definitely take a look.
Yeah, and
see
you can
what I'm already
definitely go
doing.
back. And it's honestly like going back isn't that hard.
Yeah,
Because you can be like, oh yeah, I served on the committee for this project. How many projects now? Like, so you've checked off that point. Like,
yeah.
and also like if you have any questions about anything with it, let me know. You can also talk to any 10th degree JCs. So a lot of us at the state level are, for Muskegon specifically, Sam got her 10th degree the same time I got mine. So she
Okay.
was able to help you with it too. But really like a lot of us at the state board or at the state level have had it or have gotten to the 10th degree or have been enrolled in it for years. And also like anybody who's been a member since pre-glue up would have an idea about Passport.
Okay.
Like Doug can attest to like it was right on the homepage. It was beautiful.
I just looked up my old presentation that I used to give during new member orientations, and I actually have an image of the home screen.
Yeah. I'm really upset that Glue Up can't support it,
Yeah.
at least at this point. Hopefully they can work around that. But yeah, so if that is the end of questions and stuff pertaining to Passport, I can stop recording. Anything else?
No, I have questions about Fun in the Sun, but not about Passport. So you
Okay.
can end the recording.